This video is to show you how to fix your Airlie Pool Leveler if it starts leaking or not shutting off and continuously filling your pool. This happened to me about a year after I purchased this unit, and I thought maybe it had failed. I thought maybe my water pressure was too high, but I did buy a water pressure meter and confirmed my water pressure was 52 psi, which is within the up to 60 psi recommended range. I've subsequently found out what the problem was, and I'd like to show you how to fix that. As you can see, I've already removed the stainless steel fitting from here, unscrewed it. I do have quite a lot of calcium buildup in my pool, but I already cleaned off inside here and didn't seem to help, so that's when I decided I needed to disassemble it. Here's the white plastic float valve, and it's held inside by a split pin, which you're going to have to unbend to remove. In this case, since I've already fixed it, my pin is not currently bent, but you'll have to get in there with a pair of needle nose pliers, and hopefully they're long enough to reach inside. And if I can show it, you'll poke in there and close up the split pin, and then you should be able to use your pliers, pull that split pin right out. It might be a little stiff depending on how well you've reclosed the ends of your split pin. There you go. Pull out the float valve and take a look. Now what I found was, as you can see, there's a metal screw holding this valve in, and there's actually a hole here that's worn through the rubber washer. And this is where it presses up against this little inlet spot here, which is a rigid piece of black plastic. It's kind of a little, not really rough, but it pokes out at the end where the water comes in, so it digs into the rubber and seals nicely when the valve is lifted. And it seems that over the year I've been using this, it has actually worn a hole through. And I guess there's a couple of things you could do, which is replace this washer, but I realized pretty quickly that all you need to do is get a Phillips head screwdriver, loosen this just a little bit, rotate it around 180 degrees, tighten it up a little bit. You don't want to go too tight. And there's also a little washer underneath. Now, I have an earlier unit of this by Airlie, and it failed for other reasons, and I had to replace it. And when I checked that one, I noticed this screw was not stainless steel and had corroded completely through, and the washer beneath it is pressing against the black rubber washer was also corroded. I guess this is something they upgraded in this newer unit that they sell. So if you have that case, you may have to go looking for a new washer and stainless steel screw, or you could try contacting airliepool.com and go check, see if they can send you a replacement. You might notice that when I rotated this 180, there's already kind of a dimple in the rubber, and that's because I put it into my pool, and my pool water is now very high due to the failing of this filler, and it's been pushing really tightly against that washer and has made a little impression there. But I think it's easy to see how after many openings and closings this could actually cut through the rubber, like you can see on the original hole. One would hope they maybe could upgrade this design so either this washer is more resilient, or the black plastic inside it doesn't cut through it as easily. It's maybe a little less pronounced, less sharp. It's not really sharp, it's smooth, but it is kind of, you can see how it might cut through after a long time. So anyway, after you've rotated that, tightened up the screw a little bit, you put it in here, put your split pin back. It's a little hard to do holding the camera, and you need to make sure that you get it through the plastic part, otherwise your thing's going to fall out. Just push it all the way through. I'm not getting it through the plastic here. And then once it's all the way through, you can unbend that pin or rebend that pin so it doesn't fall out. Put your Airlie back in the pool and it should be fine. As you can see, I managed to insert that off camera, bent out the pin a little bit. Float's working, it's attached. Turn it upside down. Gonna screw in the stainless steel hose fitting. Or not. It's a little hard holding the camera. There you go. Remember, this is screwing into plastic. It doesn't need to be super tight. You shouldn't need a wrench. Put it in. In my case, I'm using a quick fit connector here with a shut-off valve right there. That's very convenient because if I'm in the pool and there's waves, this will continuously activate and make little sprish sprish noises all the time, which is a little irritating. So I just come and close this off. But now I'm going to turn it on, and we have water pressure. And if I manually put the float down, the water level is high now, so it's not going to activate. But if I put it down, see water's flowing in, let it go, and now it's closed completely. No water flow. If I pull it out, hold it closed a little bit, no water flow. So that's what you want to see. And all fixed. And incidentally, my older unit that I had, here's how it looks. I found a stainless steel screw. Couldn't find a stainless steel washer, so this one's going to rust through. I need to find a new washer. But just screws into the plastic there. Don't do it too tightly, just holding it in place. And in this case, I can see also it had punched through the rubber, so I rotated it 90, and that will repair my old unit. So now I have two pool fillers. Not that I need them, but it's good to get things repaired. Okay, hopefully this helps. You repair your Airlie water leveler. And Airlie, if you're watching this, I hope you will consider maybe making some upgrades to this washer or the something so it doesn't punch through as quickly. Or alternatively, if this is going to be a maintenance thing that we need to do every year, you could change the split pin arrangement so it's just easier to get that float out and rotate that valve around every 6 months a year, or whenever it seems like there might be some leaking. Okay, bye for now.